Aloha and welcome to Public Transportation in Maui County. I'm Debbie Kabibi, Maui Economic Opportunities CEO, and I will be your host. This program is presented in partnership with the Maui County Department of Transportation, Maui Economic Opportunity, Kaunoa Senior Services, Na Hoaloha, and Roberts Hawaii in an effort to educate the public about transportation options in Maui County. Let's look back. Maui Economic Opportunity, or MEO, began providing transportation service in 1969 with funding from its Federal Community Services Block Grant. Initial riders were primarily seniors who needed rides to and from appointments. The first wheelchair-accessible van was retrofitted with funds raised at the Makawao Rodeo. With demands for rides increasing, the County of Maui provided funding to expand service for kupuna, youth, and persons with disabilities. Service areas covered Maui Island, Molokai, and Lanai. The first public transit route system started in 1992, operated by MEO with 2 loop routes going in opposite directions. There were no fares collected, but donations were encouraged. In August of 2002, Maui County launched Holoka'a. This was a joint venture with the County of Maui, Akina Aloha Tours, and MEO. MEO operated in Central Maui, and Akina ran buses between Ka'anapali and Lahaina. There was a Get on the Bus campaign launched to increase ridership. Despite marketing efforts, services were reduced in 2004 due to low ridership, and the service was provided by Roberts Hawaii, Akina, and MEO. In 2005, the Short-Range Transit Plan evaluated community demand and developed routes and branding for the Maui Bus, which began operating in 2006. The Maui Bus is a public-private partnership between Maui County and MEO and Roberts Hawaii. Roberts operates the fixed route, and MEO operates the complementary ADA paratransit. Today, MEO's fleet consists of about 100 vehicles providing rides throughout Maui Island and on the islands of Molokai and Lanai, assisting more than 3,000 riders annually.
Aloha, I'm Mark Takamori, the Director for the County of Maui Department of Transportation. Thank you for being here with us today. I will be briefly covering the Americans with Disabilities Act and how it pertains to public transportation and the future of public transit in Maui County. As the county provides public transportation, the Americans with Disabilities Act, or ADA, plays a large role in transportation. This photo captures a monumental day in history. President George H.W. Bush signed the Americans with Disabilities Act on July 26, 1990. The Americans with Disabilities Act is a federal civil rights law that was passed in 1990 and protects persons with disabilities from discrimination. The goal of ADA is to make sure persons with disabilities are treated the same as persons without disabilities. The ADA guarantees persons with disabilities equal access to public transportation among other programs or services. As it relates to public transportation, the United States Department of Transportation, through the Federal Transit Administration, ensures ADA compliance of public transportation services and facilities for persons with disabilities. Those regulations are defined under Title II of the ADA. These are just some items that ADA accessibility includes: making sure that transit vehicles are accessible, transit facilities have accessible paths of travel, signage, restrooms, and water fountains. As with transit services, making sure the services are accessible, but also that it includes the ADA paratransit services that provides origin to destination services and must be available where fixed route service exists. Most recently, the department is in the final stages of completing its Maui Bus route study. The department worked with transportation planning consultants of Nelson Nygaard. They did a comprehensive operational analysis on the Maui Bus system and evaluated existing transit services and identified ways to improve service over the next several years. The goals were to make sure that we're connecting communities together, servicing areas where there may be demand, while also making sure that services provided are sustainable. Feedback plays an important role in the route study. There were discussions with Maui Bus drivers and Maui Bus staff, stakeholder meetings, pop-up informational events, and presentations to the Commission on Persons with Disabilities, the County Council, as well as a public forum. Recommendations were broken down into 4 service areas. The final report, once finalized, will be available on gettingonboardmauibus.com. Within the central area, it's being recommended that those routes be reconfigured to make it simpler and faster, more frequent, and implement microtransit on-demand service in Waihe'e. In the upcountry and Haiku area, making it more direct service to Central, and implement microtransit on-demand service in Kula. For West Maui, streamlining Lahaina Villager route to reduce travel time, and for South Maui, extending the Kihei Villager into the neighborhood on the Mauka side of Pi'ilani Highway in North Kihei. One of the questions that tends to come up is how are rates and fees set for the Maui Bus? Typically, the Department of Transportation will recommend rates and fee changes to the mayor. The mayor will consider these proposed changes and may choose to include it in the mayor's proposed annual budget. Once the mayor's proposed annual budget is transmitted to the council may adopt these recommendations or make changes. The Maui County Council has the final say on rates and fees. The department is currently under construction on a new transit hub in Kahului. The current hub at the Queen Ka'ahumanu Center would relocate to the new location across the street from the mall off of Vivau Street fronting the new Kahului Lani Senior Housing Apartments. The new location would be highlighted in the slide. This is the elevation drawing for the front and rear of the transit hub. It will include an open-air covered seating area for riders, including restrooms and a ticket office. This is the elevation drawings for the side of the transit hub. While the department is working on constructing the hub in Kahului, there has been discussions that there are additional needs for more transit hubs around the island in areas such as South and West Maui. There are approximately a little over 200 bus stops in the Maui Bus system, with 48 of them with shelters. The department plans to continue to improve bus stop locations to include shelters where able to. Most challenges come where there aren't enough right-of-way to install a shelter. Lastly, the department will be receiving its first 6 new low-floor, heavy-duty, ADA-compliant hybrid electric range buses. As we're moving towards electrifying our fleet, the new hybrid buses are an intermediate step in that direction. With the ability to create green zones, the diesel engines would be able to kick off and run on battery for short periods of time. The department also plans to secure land and build a maintenance facility base yard that would include the charging infrastructure necessary to support an electrified fleet. If you have any questions, feel free to contact us with the information provided. Thank you.
Aloha, I'm Patty Copperfield, Maui Economic Opportunities Transportation Director. I oversee the transportation operations based out of Pu'unene, Maui. I will be sharing information on MEO Human Services and the Maui Bus Americans with Disabilities Act paratransit programs on Maui. Let's look at the differences in both services that we provide. MEO Human Services is an advanced reservation system based on program requirements and service hours. It can include curb-to-curb and door-to-door service. This service requires accessibility for vehicles at the requested pickup and drop-off locations. Service for this program is limited on holidays and Saturdays. It is closed on Sundays. The Maui Bus ADA Paratransit Program is an advanced reservation curb-to-curb service based on a 3/4 mile area on each side of each fixed Maui Bus route. This program operates daily based on the Maui Bus fixed route hours of service. MEO Human Services operates to prevent transportation barriers for Maui County's youth, elderly, persons with disabilities, low-income, and disadvantaged individuals not served by public transit. This includes program transportation for senior services, senior nutrition, Kalima Maui, Easter Seals, Arc of Maui, work transportation, rural shuttle, youth, adult daycare, aloha, and dialysis. The Maui Bus ADA Paratransit Program is an advanced reservation curb-to-curb service for persons with disabilities who are unable to use the regular fixed route Maui Bus service. This service is available for eligible residents and visitors. Who do we serve? MEO Human Services clientele consists of low-income and disadvantaged individuals, persons with disabilities living outside the paratransit service area, seniors, and youth. Clients on the Maui Bus 88 paratransit are persons with disabilities where their disability prevents them from being able to utilize the Maui Bus fixed route service. MEO Transportation is open daily from 4 a.m. to 10 p.m. Our phone number is 808-877-7651. Our reservation hours are from 8 a.m. to 4 p.m. We operate reservations daily for the Maui Bus 88 paratransit program. MEO Human Services reservations are limited to weekdays. For HANA MEO, please call 808-248-8282. There is no cost to use MEO Human Services. The Maui Bus 88 paratransit program costs $2 one way, or you can purchase a 12-ride ticket book for $20. To register for one or both of these programs, visit meoinc.org on the transportation page or call us at 808-877-7651 and we can mail the applications directly to you. MEO Transportation processes the human services applications in-house, taking up to 14 business days to complete. The Maui Bus 88 paratransit applications are processed by the County of Maui Department of Transportation within 21 days. Here are tips on how to best utilize the systems. The best time to call and book a reservation is between 10 a.m. and 12 p.m. The best time to ride varies based on the program. MEO Human Services off-peak hours are 9 a.m. to 1 p.m. For the Maui Bus 88 paratransit program, it is 11 a.m. or later. A common question from new riders using our services is, what are will call trips? Will call trips are temporary reservations with an estimated time of pickup. A good example of the use of this is after a doctor's appointment. When booking, you know your appointment time, but may be unsure when the appointment will be completed. You can use a will call for your pickup after your appointment. Please note that this trip type requires a call-in by the rider to activate the will call trip. MEO Dispatch will send the next available vehicle to pick you up. A handy feature of our service for both programs is the Interactive Voice Response or IVR system. This allows riders to receive notifications when a vehicle is on its way. It requires a rider to speak with their voice activating the automated messaging system. The system also provides a nightly review of a rider's trip the evening before. This service requires a working phone number. Safety is always MEO's priority. Our programs operate based on the Americans with Disabilities Act in accordance with the Federal Transit Administration and Department of Transportation guidelines, the County of Maui Department of Transportation's 88 Paratransit Rider's Guide, and the MEO Rider Rules. Shirt and footwear are required to use our transportation services. It is important that riders do not engage in conversation with drivers while they are operating the vehicle. All baggage and personal items must be stored under the passenger's seat or on their lap. It should never extend to another seat or interfere with other passengers. Personal shopping carts like the basket shown here are allowed, and the drivers will assist in securing them during transport. For your safety and the safety of others, it is prohibited to eat, drink, smoke, play loud music, have flammable, explosive, or toxic materials, carry weapons and dangerous materials, litter on the vehicle, and obstruct or interfere with the bus driver. If you're interested in joining our team, please visit meoinc.org/careers or call 808-249-2990.
Aloha! My name is Darren Kono and I'm with the County of Maui Department of Transportation. I am the Transportation Program Coordinator. I have been with the county for nearly 16 years and primarily I oversee the Maui Bus paratransit service eligibility as well as the Maui Bus fixed route service route scheduling. Today, I'll be talking about PCAs or personal care assistants and companions as well as comfort and service animals. A PCA or personal care assistant is anyone who provides the eligible rider with assistance with daily life activities necessary to complete the trip or at the destination. There are no restrictions on who may serve as a PCA as long as they are able to perform the necessary assistance. PCAs are not required to pay a fare on the paratransit service and they must travel from the same point of origin to the same destination as the eligible rider. A companion is someone riding with the eligible rider but not as a PCA. One companion is always allowed to ride with the eligible rider as long as a reservation has been made for the companion and the companion travels from the same point of origin to the same destination. The companion pays the same fare as the eligible rider. The Maui Bus ADA paratransit application form is your initial opportunity to indicate that you require a PCA. The application form should then be reviewed and signed by your doctor and submitted to our department. If you initially did not indicate that you require a PCA and now require one, you can simply get a note from your doctor stating you may require a PCA and submit it to our department for approval. Comfort animals. Comfort animals provide relief to individuals with a psychiatric disability through companionship. Emotional support animals may be any type of pet, not just dogs, but are not recognized as service animals. The U.S. Department of Transportation defines a service animal as any guide dog, signal dog, or other animal individually trained to work or perform tasks for an individual with a disability, including but not limited to guiding individuals with impaired vision, alerting individuals with impaired hearing to intruders or sounds, providing minimal protection or rescue work, pulling a wheelchair, or fetching dropped items. This is the definition with which the operators of public transit service must comply, and it can be found in Section 37.3 of 49 CFR Part 37, Transportation Services for Individuals with Disabilities. Service animals are not required to have any special documents or vests to be recognized as a service animal. To identify a service animal, drivers may ask what tasks the animals have been trained to perform. Service animals must be leashed, harnessed, or tethered unless these devices interfere with the service animal's work or the person's disability prevents the use of such devices. Service animals that pose a direct threat to the health or safety of drivers or other riders or are seriously disruptive or not under the rider's control will not be allowed on the bus. If you have any further questions, please contact the Department of Transportation at 808-270-7511 or by email at public.transit@mauicounty.gov. Our address is 110 Alaihi Street, Suite number 210, Kahului, Hawaii 96732. We are located at the new County Service Center off of Ho'okele Street in Kahului. Mahalo.
Aloha, I am Gay Sibanga, Chief Operating Officer of Maui Economic Opportunity. As the CEO, I assist with the day-to-day management and oversight of MEO programs. These programs include the Business Development Center, Community Services, Early Childhood Services, Youth Services, and Transportation. Today, I will be sharing information about the Human Services Transportation for the islands of Molokai and Lanai. In 2022, MEO provided over 26,000 rides to the residents of Molokai. This was roughly 17% of the total rides in Maui County. Prior to the pandemic, Molokai provided over 25% of the rides for the county. With restrictions being lifted and the price of fuel increasing, we anticipate Molokai rides to return to pre-pandemic levels. Applications are available online at meoinc.org, at the MEO office at 380 Kolapa Place in Kanakakai, or from the drivers on the bus. For reservations, call 808-553-3218. The operations of Molokai are Monday through Saturday, excluding holidays. Schedules are available online at our office or on each bus. Let me explain the different services available on Molokai. Alaho provides rides to and from medical appointments. Applications and doctor certification is required. 2-day advance reservations are also required. Dialysis Services provides rides to and from treatment centers. 2-day advance reservations are also required. In order to get low-income individuals to and from work, Employment to Work provides rides to employers. To qualify, individuals must be at 125% of the federal poverty level and earning less than $18,525 as an individual. Senior Services and Senior Nutrition provides transportation to Kapuna Kaunoa congregate meal sites
and leisure activities on Tuesdays and Thursdays. Reservations must be made 1 day in advance. The Rural Shuttle, otherwise known as the Shopping Shuttle, provides rides from individual homes instead of designated bus stops. Reservations must be made 1 day in advance by 2 p.m. The 4 shopping shuttles includes the Mauna Loa Shuttle, which operates Mondays and Thursdays, the East End Shuttle on Wednesdays and Fridays, the Kaunakakai Shuttle on Wednesdays and Fridays, and the Ho Aloha Shuttle, which operates Monday through Friday. Youth Transportation provides rides to 2 elementary schools, Kualalapua and Kilohana, as well as Molokai Middle and High School. Rides are provided to and from school and school activities. Due to the community demand and the high cost of fuel, the county funded the expanded shuttle services. The expanded rural shuttle runs Monday through Saturday on a continuous loop. The East expanded shuttle runs from Kaunakakai Town to Puko'o. The first bus leaves Kaunakakai heading east at 4:45 a.m. The last bus arrives at Kaunakakai at 5:15 p.m. The West expanded shuttle runs from Kaunakakai to Mauna Loa Town. The first bus leaves Kaunakakai heading west at 5:20 a.m. and the last bus returns to Kaunakakai at 4:50 p.m. The Central expanded shuttle services Kaunakakai, Ho'olehua, Kualalapu, and Kalai. The first bus leaves Kaunakakai at 6:40 a.m. and the last bus returns at 4:35 p.m. For more information on Molokai Transportation Services, call our MEO office at 808-553-3218. In 2022, MEO provided nearly 9,400 rides to Lanai residents. This is about 6% of the total human service rides provided in Maui County. Applications are available online at meoinc.org, at the MEO office at Halekapuna, or from drivers on our buses. For reservations, please call 808-565-6665 or 808-563-0282. The hours of operations are Monday through Friday, 7:45 a.m. to 4:30 p.m., except holidays. Special transportation requests are available based on the availability of resources. Lanai offers similar services to Molokai. These include alaho, dialysis, employment to work, senior nutrition and senior services, the daily shopping shuttle, and youth transportation. One service unique to the island of Lanai is the Maui Shopping Shuttle. The county subsidizes trips to offer more affordable shopping options for the residents, particularly the seniors. Transportation to and from Lanai City to Lahaina Harbor includes rides on the Expedition Ferry. Once in Lahaina, the Maui Transportation staff takes the group shopping to stores that include Tamura's, Foodland, Grocery Depot, the Lahaina Outlet Center, and the Cannery Mall. This is the only service that lets riders leave their purchases on the bus until they return to Lahaina Harbor for the 1 p.m. ferry back to Lanai. On the islands of Molokai and Lanai, we are helping people, changing lives.
Aloha, my name is Absidy Rosa from Kaunoa Senior Services. The transportation program serves the frail, homebound, older adult who is 60 years and better and in need of transportation with one-on-one assistance. Kaunoa Senior Services programs were established by the County of Maui over 40 years ago. Kaunoa Assisted Transportation is one of 5 senior services programs provided by the County of Maui through its Department of Housing and Human Concerns. Other Kaunoa programs include Meals on Wheels, Congregate Nutrition, Leisure, and the Retired and Senior Volunteer Program. The main offices for these programs are at Kaunoa Senior Center in Spreckelsville. There are also senior centers in West Maui and on Molokai and Lana. Kaunoa Assisted Transportation Program's purpose is to support the older individual's independence for as long as possible. Having reliable transportation to access essential services in the community is paramount to successful aging in place at home. To apply for elderly transportation services, you first need to contact the Maui County Office on Aging. They will conduct an assessment of your needs. Eligibility would be determined for transportation and other services, such as home-delivered meals and adult daycare. Once you are notified of your eligibility, you may call the Kaunoa Assisted Transportation Office to make reservations for your rides at least 7 days in advance. Telephone numbers for both programs will be posted on the screen at the end of this presentation. The top 4 priority destinations include medical, health-related, such as cancer treatments, which involve daily appointments over several weeks, kidney dialysis requiring one-to-one assistance, doctor appointments, physical therapy, laboratory tests, picking up medications, outpatient procedures, dental care, and so forth. Drivers will escort the participant into the facility if needed and also assist at the registration desk. Business purposes such as banking, post office, social service agencies, hairdresser, barbershop, and shopping for necessities. One-to-one shopping assistance is provided to the very frail elderly. Adult daycare centers, and of course, the return trip to your home. Kaunoa Assisted Transportation Services areas include Molokai, Lanai, and on the island of Maui, Central Maui, Paia, Haiku, Upcountry, Kihei, and Lahaina. Lanai participants can be picked up at the Lahaina Harbor as well as Kahului Airport, or lodging in the immediate area for Molokai and Lanai participants to get their appointments on Maui Island. To ensure the health and safety of our passengers due to the COVID-19 pandemic, the following precautions are still maintained. Sanitation of the vehicle's interior between rides, mandatory face masks for drivers, and serving one rider per trip, except if a passenger needs a family member or caregiver to ride along to assist them. Any exceptional requests are reviewed on a case-by-case basis. Kaunoa Assisted Transportation's fleet of sedans and SUVs have been equipped with acrylic shields which serve as an additional safeguard between driver and passenger. There is no charge for Kaunoa's Assisted Transportation Services to be qualified participants. However, voluntary contributions are encouraged and gratefully accepted to help with program expenses. The program is funded through the County of Maui, Department of Housing and Human Concerns, and in part through the State of Hawaii Executive Office on Aging. You'll want to write down the following phone numbers and keep them somewhere safe. To apply for Kaunoa Assisted Transportation Services, please contact the Maui County Office on Aging at 808-270-7774. The Kaunoa Assisted Transportation Office can be reached at 808-270-7310. The office is located at 401 Ala Kapa Place in Spreckelsville, Paia. Office hours are 7:45 a.m. to 4:30 p.m. Monday through Friday. Mahalo.
Aloha, I am Judy Guajardo, Volunteer Coordinator with Na Hoaloha, a volunteer-based nonprofit serving Maui County for 28 years. Na Hoaloha is a community-driven volunteer organization that provides services by volunteers in service to others. Our mission at Na Hoaloha is to provide compassionate care to seniors and persons with disabilities to help them remain independent and to enhance their quality of life. Volunteers provide escorted transportation for essential services such as medical appointments, grocery stores, pharmacies, or companion rides for caregivers and their loved one. Na Hoaloha conducts the enrollment over the phone. A brief questionnaire and conversation will help determine what services may be most beneficial. We encourage all participants to register with the Maui County Office on Aging for a broader range of transportation resources and other beneficial resources. Our office hours are Monday through Friday from 8 a.m. to 4 p.m. Volunteer hours are flexible and can include weekends. A 7 to 10 day advance notice offers a better chance of volunteer assignment. Participants with Na Hoaloha have the rights that include, but not limited to, be a partner in service planning, be treated with respect and dignity, not be judged or discriminated against, have their records kept in confidence, encouraged to voice their concerns and to be heard, to receive compassionate care. In addition to escorted transportation, Na Hoaloha offers additional services and programs that help reduce isolation, promote independence, and support well-being. All volunteers of Na Hoaloha undergo a background check and have good driving records. They attend orientation and trainings in the various programs. Volunteers can be friendly visitors, companions for homebound seniors or care recipients, telephone buddies, or provide shop and drop for groceries or medications. Volunteers can be you or me. Na Hoaloha is committed to being compassionate, trusting, and sensitive to the needs of kupuna and persons with disabilities. All services are provided at no cost. For more information about the services and programs of Na Hoaloha, or to enroll as a volunteer, call the office or visit our website at www.nahoaloha.org.
Aloha, my name is Kelisa Paleafe, General Manager of Roberts, Hawaii.
And I'm Chris Kim, Maui Bus Operations Manager.
And together, we're here to present two entities that we currently operate on behalf of Maui County Department of Transportation. Our first entity we would like to present is our Maui Bus commuter service routes, which is operated on our Roberts, Hawaii tour buses with ADA accessibility from various locations. We operate a total of 7 routes, servicing from Makawao to Kapalua, Kihei to Kapalua, Haiku to Wailea, and 4 buses from War Memorial Stadium to Kapalua. 7 days a week, including holidays, first come, first served, no reservations needed. In order to receive transportation, our fares are one-way $2, or you can purchase a monthly bus pass for $45. Monthly bus passes are available from the 25th of the previous month through the 10th of each month and can be bought from any driver from each route, Maui Department of Transportation, Maui County Resource Center, and the Wharf Cinema Center. Monthly bus passes can also be used on any fixed route. For your safety and the safety of others, rules may be followed as listed on our commuter route bus schedule.
Next entity is our Maui Bus Public Transportation, which consists of 14 routes. All vehicles are ADA accessible, operated 7 days a week, including holidays. If you would like to view our areas of service, please visit us at mauicounty.gov/bus. When using our public transportation services, fares are one-way $2 and $1 for seniors 55 years and older, eligible paratransit, person with disability, and Medicare card holders. Daily all-day passes is $4. General or reduced monthly bus passes can be purchased by our drivers on routes, dispatcher at Queen Ka'ahumanu Shopping Center, Maui County Business Resource Center, Maui Department of Transportation, and the War Cinema Center. All Maui Bus public transportation routes can be tracked at your fingertips. Simply download Maui Bus from any Android or Apple device. For your safety and the safety of others, rules must be followed as listed on our Maui Bus schedule. Prohibited items is not allowed on board any Maui Bus routes. All buses are equipped with 2 or 3 bicycle racks for your convenience.
Mahalo
for riding the Commuter and Maui Bus.
Thank you for joining us for public transportation in Maui County. We hope that we provided you with an interesting look back in history and with useful information to support your transportation needs and hopefully improve your quality of life. In addition to the services featured today, there are numerous independent operators providing medical-related rides, with some rides qualifying as a benefit under your medical plan. Talk to your medical plan or healthcare provider. For more information about any of the services featured today, call the numbers on the screen or email info@meoinc.org and we will point you in the right direction. Be safe and be well. Aloha.